All right, you're watching TVC Breakfast. Now, teachers have the most important job in the world. They contribute to each aspect of society, and their influence touches almost all lives. Children carry what they are taught at a young age throughout the rest of their lives and use what they have learned to influence society. This is why the better the quality of teachers a society has, the better the society becomes. Hence, the need for training and retraining of teachers using the best of technology is critical. A Nigerian passionate about this cause, Oluwaseyi Anifowose, who is the author of the book, Let There Be Teachers, joins me now to talk about this. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here.
Right. There is no world that can survive without teachers.
Definitely.
Very, very important role they have to play. But when we look at the title of your book, Let There Be Teachers, one will ask, where did they go? We have teachers already.
Okay, so the concept behind the title of the book is the fact that, of course, data has it that we need over 70 million teachers in sub-Saharan Africa. Okay, but that's not about what the book talks about. This book talks about having teachers that understand their role in nation building. Having teachers that understand their influence in the future, because I see teachers as the custodians of the future. And so we're asking that we want to have teachers that have the understanding of who they are, not what people say they are or not what people think they are. And so we're coming to a level where teachers have to come to the reality of their role in nation building. So that's what we talked about in the book. Teachers understanding their influence, their role in nation. Yes.
Very, very, very key aspect. Very, very key subject that you have pointed to, which is very important to talk about. Because if you don't understand what your role is, you may not really know how to deliver on what it is. But one would say that so far, when you want to assess Nigeria, to an extent, we had those teachers who were understanding, who understood their role in nation building. But at some point, it seemed we began to miss those teachers. It seems there was a disconnect at some point, except if you are not seeing it that way.
You see, I'm trying to understand where the disconnect happened. But when I joined the profession, I did not appreciate the way teachers were being treated. I did not appreciate the way teachers are being perceived in the society. And for me, this is about perception. Okay? So this is about perception. There is a perception that people have about teachers. And that perception is, for me, ridiculous. You know, there's this perception.
What's the perception?
So, teachers are poor. You know, teachers don't measure up.
That wouldn't be their making, is it?
But we have the responsibility to be who we want to be. For instance, so I see those, they say the grass is greener on the other side. And so every profession creates this image for themselves. But I don't see that happening with teachers.
And so
teachers
you're trying to change that with this book.
Yes, that's the idea. So teachers creating the image that we want society to, the way we want societies to see us. That's the concept about the book. For me, I talked about understanding and knowledge. And I come from the perspective that understanding is superior to knowledge. Because when you know, there's a possibility you forget, but when you understand, you can recall knowledge.
It becomes a part of you.
Yes. So understanding is knowledge in your subconscious. And so I'm trying to get teachers to that place of understanding who they are. And so there are about 4 things I actually talked about. I call it the anatomy of the teacher.
Yes, that's where I'm actually looking at.
Yes.
Now, you talked about this superiority of understanding, knowledge and understanding, the link between knowledge and understanding, the teacher in context. Then the 4 S of the teacher anatomy: self, subject, student, society. Break it down quickly.
Okay, so This is the idea. So for teachers to be the better versions of themselves, there are 4 concepts that they need to understand. They need to understand self. So that's coming from the place of knowing who you are, knowing what you're made of, to know what you're made for. So teachers need to understand themselves. It is when you come to the place of understanding that you can bring students to that place of understanding.
True. Yeah.
Do you understand? And so the truth is, for you to give students what they want, they have to understand who you are. So you have to understand yourself and then understand the students that you teach. Okay, what you teach is more important. Who you teach is more important than what you teach. And so teachers need to understand themselves. They need to understand the students that they teach, understand some of the things, their emotions, their psychological makeup, the things they are going through. Once they understand the students, it becomes easier for you to give them, yes, it becomes a lot more easier. And then the next one is for teachers to understand the subject they teach. Okay. This is one of the major issues, teachers understanding their subject. I'm not saying knowing their subject. If anybody should ask me, do I know you? Yes, I know you, but I don't think I understand you.
Right?
Do you understand? And so teachers do not just need to know their subjects, they need to understand their subject. And that talks about competence. That's one of the missing things in our nation today. Lack of competence in the profession. And so you need to come to a place where somebody taps you and wakes you up, and then you begin to deliver. And then the last one is understanding the society where you function, how people behave, how people handle things. So those are the 4 major concepts that are discussed in the book. And I call it the anatomy of the teacher.
Now, I want to quickly read something you wrote. You say, I became fulfilled as an author when you don't just know, but understand the circumstances that surround your being a teacher, because I have matured to understand my purpose as a teacher. It is my desire to make you come to that full understanding, and together we can create a world without walls for those coming after. You are on that path. How are you helping others get in there?
This is one of it. This is one of it. Coming, because I have come to a place of understanding, so it is my passion, it is my vision to bring many teachers to that place of understanding. Because my vision is to train the African child or the African children through their teachers. So when we talk about education as a whole, when we talk about quality education, what we're actually talking about is we're talking about quality teachers. Because at the core of education are the teachers. And so when teachers get it right, we will get education right. When we get it right with teachers, we will get it right with education. It's that simple. And so my movement, my passion, my vision is to get teachers to that place where they know that without them, there is no education. Without them, we're just wasting our time. So that's why we have this book, and of course the launch is tomorrow.
Right, interesting. So how can they be a part of that?
Well, it's at the Bunkers in Lekki Phase 2 tomorrow, and of course I'll be having Professor Patutomi, who actually wrote the forward of the book at the event. It starts at 10 a.m. By 12 we should round off the book launch.
For anyone who wants to really develop capacity, understand what it is to be the modern day teacher, so that we can get to where we need to be. Seeing what we are seeing around education now, there needs to be improvement, and we saw developments with technology also coming in. So all of that to harness the teacher is very, very important. Thank you so much, Oluwaseyi Anifowose, for what you are doing and for your book. Congratulations. Let there be teachers, and we hope that this will chart a course for teachers moving forward.
Thank you.
All right.